Dragapult was one of the most hyped cards in the Scarlet and Violet era. We saw this card absolutely dominate in Japan before it arrived here in Twilight Masquerade. But since then, Dragapult is kind of disappointed. If anything, it has been a force in the competitive meta because Regidrago can copy its attack. But over in Baltimore regionals went down and Dragapult finally got its first major win. Shoutouts to Ryuki Okada for playing their Dragapult Dusknoir build and piloting it to victory against a stacked tournament field and coming in with Dragapult's first big win. So today we're going to cover that deck and maybe you'd like to give this one a shot. I'm Jeff from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about Dragapult EX. Before we continue into this video, quickly wanted to let you know that I am fundraising for Extra Life. 100% of the proceeds go towards the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals, a network of 170 hospitals taking care of thousands of kids every day. Link is in the description if you want to make a donation, and if you make a donation at one of the 3 reward tiers, you can get some cool stuff from me, including a signed Pokemon card and prints of my spray paint art. So if you are interested in supporting a wonderful cause while also getting some cool stuff from me, hit the link in the description of this video and make a donation. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen, and let's get back to this video. It is a dragon type Pokemon, a 320 HP, and it's got 2 attacks. First attack, Jet Headbutt, 1 energy for 70, can help you out from time to time when you are faced with a smaller evolution Pokemon in the active, like a Charmander or something. Just knock that out of the way. But really, we're using it for Phantom Dive, where for 1 fire and a psychic energy, you do 200 damage to the active, and then put 6 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. And you can use this to take out smaller targets entirely, or use it to soften up bigger targets for big multi-prize plays later. When you get this rolling, it is arguably the best attack in the game and can really lend itself to making huge comebacks or just running away with the game before your opponent can even set up. Let's go dig into the deck list here. We've got the 4-3-3 line of Dreepy, Drakloak, and Dragapult. The Drakloak here is very strong in the sense that it has Recon Directive as an ability. Lets you look at the top 2 cards of your deck, put one of them into your hand, put the other one at the bottom of your deck. So giving you a little bit of a draw engine here. Now, one of the things you might notice in Ryuki Okada's build is that there's no Pidgeot in this build. They opted for Drakloak drawing cards and then put in an extra thick line of the Dusknoir. So we've got a 2-1-2 line of Dusknoir, and the big benefit to Dusknoir is that Dusclops, when you evolve from Duskull, can drop 5 damage counters anywhere you want, and then you knock this out. You lose a prize in the process, but you're either softening something up to get KO'd later, or taking a prize that way. So Dusknoir does the same thing, but it drops 13 damage counters. That's enough to take out a lot of smaller Pokemon or make a meaningful dent into a big Pokemon, helping you offset the somewhat low damage for Dragapult. However you combo it, you can make some absolutely insane plays with the Dragapult and Dusknoir, and we're kind of sacrificing a little bit of consistency in order to get these power spikes with extra damage counters. We've got 1 copy of Radiant Alakazam, where its Painful Spoon's ability lets you move up to 2 damage counters from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one, and being able to manipulate the damage can give you some extra KOs or help you soften something up that is going to get knocked out later. So a really good combo card here. Rotom V, we've got 2 copies of it, where its instant charge ability lets you draw 3 cards and then you end your turn. So really, you're not playing this. You're only playing this on the first turn of the game, but really important to help get set up because this is one of the tougher decks to get rolling, just being inherently a stage 2 while also having a really awkward attack cost in fire and fighting. 1 copy of Fezandipiti EX. After a KO, like after one of your Pokemon gets KO'd, you can play the Flip the Script ability and draw 3 cards, helping you find the pieces you need to keep rolling. We also have 1 copy of Lumineon V, where when you bench this from your hand, you get to grab a supporter card of your choice from your deck. And then we have one Tatsugiri here, which has the ability to attract customers, or once during your turn, if this Pokemon's in the active spot, you can look at the top 6 cards of your deck, reveal a supporter card you find there, and put it into your hand. So this is our kind of substitute for Pidgey. Tatsugiri is way more limited in what it can find. If you can put this in the active with the Rescue Board, it has free retreat, which is kind of nice. And then, yeah, Tatsugiri can find you some pieces here and there. Personally, I haven't had much luck with the Tatsugiri. It keeps like bricking on me in terms of like looking for cards, and I just don't have any supporters there. But this is our kind of alternative solution to Pidgeot in the deck. And I think I personally prefer Pidgeot, but again, this is the first Dragapult build to get all the way. So there's definitely merit to a build like this. For trainer cards, 2 copies of Iono, where both players shuffle their hands into their deck and then shuffle their hands, put it to the bottom of their deck, and then draw equal to the number of prize cards remaining. This will help you look at a whole bunch of new cards while also disrupting your opponent's hand. This is particularly potent in the late game, where if they've got only 2 prizes remaining, you can leave them with like 2 cards. We got 1 copy of Rescue Board as that retreat for the Tatsugiri, or anything else with 1 retreat, so you can retreat for free. Generally, though, it lowers retreat cost by 1, so if you slap it on the Alakazam, you still have to attach an energy in order to retreat, so not ideal in that use case. Switch in that case would be better, which this deck has 1 copy of. 3 copies of Ultra Ball, discard 2 cards, grab a Pokemon of your choice, put it into your hand. 1 copy of Night Stretcher lets you put a Pokemon or basic energy card from your discard pile into your hand. Most of the time I find myself grabbing the Dusknoir pieces so that I can keep rolling, but you can use this to grab energy as well. This is a low energy deck with only 3 fire and 3 psychic. 1 copy of Temple of Sinnoh, where special energy gets nerfed to just be single colorless energy without any special effects. So you can nerf stuff like legacy energy and take a 2 prize KO off of them, stuff like that. So Temple of Sinnoh, really nice in this deck. 4 copies of Buddy-Buddy Poffin lets you search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them straight to the bench. Incredible card for getting our small Pokemon like our Dreepies and our Duskulls and even the Tatsugiri in play. 1 copy of Crispin lets you search your deck for 2 basic energy cards and reveal them and put 1 of them to your hand. Now, you have to put the first one you put it into your hand, and then the second one you get to attach to that Pokemon. So if you only got 1 type, make sure you've got both energies in there, or you have a plan for it, because if you play Crispin and you only have 1 type in there, the first one's going to go into your hand, and then you don't get that extra energy attachment. So keep that in mind. We've got 2 copies of Earthen Vessel, lets you discard a card and grab 2 basic energy of your choice. Oftentimes, you're going to be grabbing a combination of fire and psychic energy.
In my mind,
4 copies of Rare Candy, lets you evolve from your basics to your stage 2 without that middle evolution. Great for not only getting the Dragapult rolling, but also getting the Dusknoir as well. 2 copies of Countercatcher. When you're behind on prizes, you get to gust a opposing bench Pokemon into the active. And this is a particularly cool card because you can oftentimes manipulate your prizes in a way where you play the Dusknoir and Duskull, you blow something up, and then you fall behind on prizes, at which point you can gust whatever you want with the Countercatcher while still having supporter handy. 1 copy of Forest Seal Stone lets you attach this to a Pokemon V, then grab any card from your deck as your V-Star power. So you'll want to attach this to either the Rotom or the Lumineon for that Forest Seal Stone ability. 1 copy of Boss's Orders lets you gust an opposing bench Pokemon into the active. We are relying a little more on Countercatchers because we are oftentimes a little slower to set up and we're behind on prizes, at which point Countercatcher is a better option for us. 1 copy or 3 copies of Nest Ball to get our basic Pokemon down. 4 copies of Arven lets you grab an item and a tool card from your deck and put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Oftentimes that combo is going to be like Rare Candy plus Forest Seal Stone to get your Dragapult rolling, but it could also be the Sparkling Crystal, where when you attach this to a Terra Pokemon, its attack cost is 1 less, and being able to attack for Phantom Dive with only 1 energy is incredible, and that gives you more time to put multiple energies on your remaining Dragapults so that you have a consistent flow of attacks for the rest of the game. And then 1 copy of Roxanne, where when your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, both players shuffle their hands into their deck, you draw 6 cards, they draw 2. This can be absolutely devastating to your opponent in the mid to late game. And then we've already talked the energy, 3 fire and 3 psychic. Generally speaking, I find that Dragapult wants to go second, gives you an opportunity to play a supporter and get all of your Pokemon on the board. You'll probably want at least 2 Dreepies, 1 to 2 Dusknoir. You'll want to get the Rotom V down as well. Get the Tatsugiri in the active, ideally. And now it's not always going to work out that way, but on that second turn, maybe you've lost the prize. You can come in more likely with Dragapult and start swinging. And being behind on prizes is okay to a certain extent with Dragapult because its Phantom Dive attack is so crazy, where you can set up multiple prize turns where you're taking 3, 4, sometimes even more prizes with one Phantom Dive. I mean, a Phantom Dive plus also Dusknoir blow-ups with that Cursed Blast. So this is definitely on the higher end of the difficulty scale of decks to play, and some people are going to have issues with no Pidgeot line in here. I totally get that. If you want a little more of a traditional Dragapult list with the Pidgeot and the Radiant Charizard, by all means go for it. But this is the first one to win a major regionals, and I think this is a strong deck, and when I have gotten rolling, it has been absolutely incredible. All right, let's get to these matches. Let's go put the Duskull in the active. If we lose the Duskull, that's totally fine. Miraidon. Okay. You're amazed Dragapult can hit Manaphy? That's core game. That's part of the game design of the game. Okay. Unfortunately, us going second does give them a lot of time to set up. This hand is not bad, though. This hand's not bad for the purposes of getting down what we are looking for. Even if they take 2 prizes off the Iron Hands, we can make some stuff happen afterwards. Another Miraidon, yeah. Okay, they get rid of a Lumineon. We like that. We like that. Setting up there. Interesting, they're not benching any attackers here. Okay, there's the Iron Hands. And they have to get Mewtwo down. Okay, Squawk. Yeah, there's lots of opportunities to take like 4 prizes in a turn against Miraidon, so it's not necessarily the end of the world if we get off to a little slower start. Unfortunately, like not having a secondary attacker. Actually, that didn't even matter in the end. Uh-oh. Here we go. Oh, God. All right. Noctowl is amazing. One-time searcher that grabs any 2 trainer cards is ridiculously good. Okay, let's go and grab Buddy Poffin, and I guess we got the Force Seal Stone. I don't think they have Vacuum in hand. I don't think they do. I'm going to say bet you do not have Vacuum. Basic Energy, and yeah, let's go. If they Iono it away, then we're kind of dead. Okay, we're going for it, and we'll just draw. Instant charge. All right. Yeah, I think we're fine. It's very interesting how many decks are using the same strategy to get +3 prizes in a turn. You mean like the Dusknoir line? Okay, Arven gets them probably Generator plus like the board. And hopefully they don't hit double energy, but it's not the end of the world if they do. Okay. Yeah, they're going to hit 2 energy here. They've got the Force Seal Stone. They're going to make some stuff happen. Oh, what? They probably moved Mew, and yeah. Sure, and then possibly attach... Oh, they brick! Okay. If they take 2 prizes, again, not the end of the world. At that point, we Iron Hands, or what's it called? We blow up... I think we can Dusknoir and blow up. We can soften up the... We can take out the Iron Hands on the following turn. Okay, they get their 3rd energy. If they can't attach for 4... Okay, they can. Sure. If they just take out the Duskull, we're totally fine. Okay, they take 2. That's okay. Let's go, and actually we can Roxanne them after this. That's actually kind of nuts if we sequence this right. So if we go Drakloak and we go... Let's grab... Ooh, Fire Energy. We have to take the Fire Energy. Right? And then we get rid of... Are we going to get the Dusknoir in the same turn, though? If we go and... Yeah, we do. Okay. So we Star Alchemy for a Rare Candy right now. We actually could use a Dusclops. Yeah, we just go into Dusclops. That drops 5. And then we can keep the Dusknoir for later. Yeah, we drop 5. Yeah, we'll just use the Dusclops here. And then we can save the Rare Candy potentially for another hit here. So we'll go and soften up the Iron Hands here. Drop them to 3. 3 prizes, right? And then we Roxanne here. We get ourselves 6. Insane turn. Insane turn. Let's go and... we don't have another Dusk. Okay. Well, I don't think I need more than this, so we'll just leave it. No, let's... I don't want to leave it on the bench. Let's just get out of hand. Okay. And we Phantom Die for 200. We'll drop 2 damage counters on the Miraidon. Actually, you know what? Let's drop all of them on the Miraidon in case they play a Bravery Charm, and then we have easier ways to work around that. So now they only have 2 cards. I mean, they'll draw an extra one with Mew, but getting an attacker rolling now is tough. And we have the counter catcher here too. Crazy. Okay, they get their Underdepths. So they'll probably get the Mewtwo at this point. Mewtwo plus like a Raikou, I'd imagine. We need energy. Really need energy here. Yeah, at this point, let's see what they get. They don't have a lot of anything right now. We boss up that Miraidon, and this should be done. Oh, okay. They're going to go and bench some more stuff. Miraidon might be... No, let's see. If it's... the Raikou's probably coming down. Yep. So we'll want to hit the Raikou then. And we're going to counter catcher here as well. Oh, boss? Okay. Rotom. That's annoying. We should have Lumineon in the deck. Yeah, we'll get rid of Dusknoir plus something else. Actually, let's go in Drakloak first. And then we should have Switch in the deck still. Yeah, Switch should still be in the deck. And Lumineon should be in the deck still too, right? Yeah. Okay. No crazy 4-prize turn here. Okay, yeah, hide the Greninja as you should. Earthen Vessel's very nice. We can start building up a... Ooh. Do we grab... I think we grab the Iono here. And I want a Lumineon. I think we have to get rid of the Dusknoir. And I think we get rid of Iono here. And what are we trying to do again? Oh, I need to switch. I need to switch. We've prized the Lumineon. Awesome. Okay, so we can't grab anything here. That's... Oh, we can just hard retreat. Yeah, okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I could have played this better. Admittedly. Let's go and grab... What do we grab then? Maybe we just grab the... They didn't knock anything out on the last turn. Alakazam, perhaps? Okay. Let's go and grab... we're just going to get rid of the Alakazam here. We have to get rid of something, and I want all these other pieces. So we'll grab the Psychic. Get rid of this. We will retreat into the Dragapult, and let's go counter catcher up the Raikou, which is the most dangerous thing on this board. And I could Rare Candy up the Dreepy. I don't think there's any value. Setting up that Dragapult. No, we won't do that. Let's go and Phantom Dive here. We'll take out the Raikou for 200. We drop 3 on the Mewtwo, and we drop 2 on the Mariah. Let's just drop 3. And this is going to be tough for them because they've burned through 1 switch. They've burned through 3 generators already. So getting another attacker set up right now and taking 3 prizes is unlikely. Arven, I think we've got him at this point. They're not disrupting our hand. Okay, they Bravery Charm. Is there like a sick 4-prize play that we can make here? I don't think so. Not right now. And that's okay. Well, a win is a win. Yeah, they get their Fez, draw some more cards. And hey, this actually technically isn't over yet, right? If they get, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2. Okay, they're not knocking us out with Raikou. Raikou is not knocking us out. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 82, 22, 40. Yeah. Okay, they get their Raikou up, and, you know, if they blast the Rotom, yeah, they're doing everything they need to do to put themselves in position to win this, or give themselves an opportunity to win this, right? If they get like a Prime Catcher or something, that could be kind of cool. If they're just going to Lightning Rondo, then yeah, not going to matter here. And we do not need to belabor the point. Let's go and swing on the... Let's go hit the Squawkabilly. And we'll just drop 200. Yes. I don't like that the... Okay, we'll just drop these. And we'll take that win. GG. So thankfully we had a decent enough start there. And we're able to... I think the big play was taking out that Iron Hands early, where they weren't able to get enough energy on the board to get that secondary attacker rolling, and we were able to get the Dusclops set up to soften up that Iron Hands, at which point Dragapult blew it up and then softened up some things, and our opponent made a valiant effort there, to keep the momentum going for them, but the power of Dragapult and the high HP is very tough for Miraidon to deal with, especially since they don't really have anything that can one-hit KO Dragapult in their deck. So we spread out our damage and kind of kept one-hit KOing their well, we softened up a whole bunch, but in particular, like taking out that first Raikou was back-breaking just not being able to get that big swing in. So we'll take that win. GG's. First off, thank you so much for watching this far into the video. And before we get to the next match, quickly wanted to let you know that I am hosting an Extra Life 24-hour marathon on Saturday, November 2nd at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. It's going to be an absolute blast. We are playing in support of the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. You can make a donation, get some cool stuff from me, as well as support a wonderful cause. And my friends, family, and I are going to be in the house. We're going to be playing games all day, all night, Pokemon TCG, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You don't want to miss it. And all of the action is going to take place on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/inthirdperson. Again, 24-hour marathon, Saturday, November 2nd, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you there. Now let's get back to it. Mimikyu. Okay. Oh, is this like the Mimikyu Ogerpon stuff? I think we can beat this deck. Let's go and see what we can do here. Let's go. Rotom's great. Let's go grab ourselves a Buddy Poffin and a Forest Seal Stone. And we'll probably leave that Dreepy in the active to get blown up. And I will hold on to... Let's go and... I think we have to get rid of Counter... Counter Catcher is really good, though. We'll get rid of Night Stretcher here. Let's go get Fire and Psychic. And we'll attach to the Dreepy on the bench. And we'll instant charge. I'm concerned about attaching the Forest Seal Stone to the Dreepy or the Rotom. Really, we just Rare Candy and we blow this up and it's game over. But let's see how they play it. I think if this is like a wall deck with like Cornerstone, Mask Ogerpon, and I saw there was a Noivern in this deck. The Noivern's not blocking us. The Ogerpon's not blocking us. Even if they had Quad Mimikyu, like we can just keep dropping 6 damage counters and then just move them around as needed. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's annoying. Give it 170 HP. And if they only bench... Okay, yep, dropping the Noibat's actually fantastic here. Because now we can just move damage counters as we need to off the Noibat. Okay. So I think we actually play this... There's the Rare Candy. We have the Forest Seal Stone. Let's go and grab Arven, I think. Or do we grab... Yeah, I think we grab Arven here. Ooh, actually, yes. We have Counter Catcher here. That's fantastic. Let's go and... Yeah, let's drop the Fez as well here, which I should have done before all that other stuff. Okay. Let's go and... How do I sequence this? I go... Let's Counter Catcher first. I know I want to do this. This is probably the last time we're going to be ahead on or behind on prizes. So we will go Ultra Ball up the... Can we win on this turn? I think we can. Hold on. If we go and grab... I think we can get rid of... Yeah, we get rid of Counter Catcher at this point. We go grab a Dragapult. We haven't played Arven yet, correct? So let's go and set up the Dragapult. And yeah, this is where this deck gets tricky, right? So if we grab a Rare Candy plus something else, Rescue Board, doesn't matter. Right? We soften up the Mimikyu. Curse Blast. 13 on the Mimikyu. Mimikyu can't block that. And yes, we've coughed up 2 prizes along the way. And let's see if they realize what's happening here. This should be done. This should be done. And they might have just scooped here, but yeah, these wall decks, Dragapult has some inherent advantages to it in these types of matchups. Being able to drop damage counters, and then with Alakazam, move the damage counters around. Curse Blast can just blow up stuff like Mimikyu, even with the cape, right? We're going to drop more damage counters on this. We take both of these out, and it's a game. FaZe asks, does this make the video? Possibly. I think that there are going to be people that are up against these sort of wall strategies, and we could potentially show them how to break through like this. And then we Phantom Dive, and we drop 6, and then we wipe out the board. GG's. Right, Mimikyu can be annoying, but this deck has multiple outs to taking out Mimikyu, whether it is sending it to the bench and dropping damage counters on it. We can use Dusknoir to blow it up, and we had to use Dusknoir to blow it up. I mean, we had to use Dusknoir to blow it up anyway because of the... yeah, Duskull is only going to do 5 damage counters. You need 7 to knock it out. But Dusknoir, even with the Hero's Cape on the Mimikyu, was only going to get them so far, and we were able to sequence our cards in a way to take both of them out in one go. And it can be tricky getting a feel for how to handle your cards to give you those opportunities to take those big plays. But Dragapult is absolutely a deck that can make crazy combos like that possible. GG's. Dragapult, mirror match. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully they don't get set up on turn 2. That's what we are hoping for. Okay, they Buddy Poffin. Instant charge. All right. So let's go and Tatsu first. Okay, Duskull's fantastic here, actually. Let's go attract customers and thin the deck. We got a lot of pieces here. And I want... Do we want double Arven? Or do we take a Crispin here? I think we grab Arven. A second Arven is probably better. Let's go and grab ourselves the Buddy Poffin, and we can grab ourselves a Rescue Board here. And let's go and grab ourselves our Dreepies. We'll go put some energy on the Dreepy. And we'll put the Rotom down. And I don't think they run if they're playing the exact same list as me, which there's a decent chance they are, they're probably not playing Vacuum. So let's hold on to the rest of these pieces, though. And let's go instant charge. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Very similar setups, but they don't have the Tatsugiri. We have pretty much all we need. Preemptive Fezandipiti, Buddy Poffin. Get down a second Duskull. What's the play? Arven, they should set up here. They should set up here. And they'll probably take 2 prizes. Take out the Duskull and the Dreepy. Or the Tatsugiri and the Duskull. Yeah. Unfortunately, them going first in this matchup gives them that first two prizes. We could counter catcher up the 2 Duskulls and take those out. And that might be worth it. Let's see. Unfortunately, in the mirror match, you generally want to go second. But if they're going first and they pop off, then we're in for a bad time. Interesting. They go with the one on the bench. Do they not have a switch out? That's an interesting tell there. Let's see how they play it. They might not have the pieces to get 2 energy on a Dragapult right now.
in my mind just went...
Thank you so much, Slowstar, for the follow. Much appreciated. Did they just get rid of an Arven there? I don't think they have it. Yeah, no, they don't have it. Okay. If they don't have it... If they don't have it... Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay, there's some cool stuff we can do here now. If we go attract customers... Right? Let's go grab a rocks. We'll grab boss. Grab boss here. I will Drakloak, because I think there's a way we can just take out this Dragapult and then also take out... We can take it... There's potentially a 3-prize turn here. Let's go and recon directive, and let's see if we can grab... we can get rid of Buddy Poffin here. That's fine. So if we get rid of... we need the board on here. I need Earthen Vessel, so we have to get rid of something. Oh, we have Forest Seal Stone as well. So, Forest Seal Stone can get us either... Okay, let's go and use Forest Seal Stone to grab the Dusknoir. Right? We blow up the Dusknoir. We drop 13 damage counters on the Dragapult. We are now behind on prizes. Right? We go get rid of... We get Dreepy. We Earthen Vessel here. We go and set up Fire, Psychic, and we Arven for... Oh, we don't even have to Arven right now. We could just Ultra Ball. Arven gets us extra stuff we can get rid of. Let's play Arven. Let's play Arven. That gets us a... Ooh. Yeah, maybe Night Stretcher here and the Sparkling Crystal. Hold on. We have to get rid of some stuff. We have to get rid of stuff. Because, yeah, we have to get rid of 2 cards. So I think we get rid of... Yeah, we get rid of the Night Stretcher. And we reluctantly get rid of... I think we get rid of the energy at this point. I think we hold on to... Yeah. We get Dragapult out. We counter Catcher up the Dragapult. And we take a 3-prize turn here. We drop 200 to the active and we take out a Duskull. One, two, three. And let's see where they go from here. That was a crazy turn. Bum, bum, bum. Do they have it? Do they... Okay, they get another Dreepy down. If they don't have it here, we could just boss KO the Rotom into the Duskull, and then that's 3 prizes, and that's game. Crazy. Oh, they counter Catcher. Yeah, probably get the Rotom, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. They're stalling for time, and we are okay with that. Yeah, we've got game in hand. What a crazy sequence. 2 turns, taking 3 prizes. And we should have the energy, right? I know I threw out... Okay, we threw out 1 Psychic. But yeah, we should just run away with this at this point. What an insane turn. Tony B's been loving Pult of late. Cool. I'm not the biggest fan of this deck. When it works, it's incredible. Definitely high skill ceiling deck, and one that getting it rolling is very annoying. Okay, do they have a blow up play here? I don't think so. Oh, Iono? That makes things weird. Yeah, now we don't have game. Yeah, now game is not so assured for us. Especially since we are ahead on prizes here. That's kind of annoying. But if we take out Dreepy and... oh, take out the Drakloak. Interesting. They might be setting up for a play like a similar play that we just did, at which point that would be very sad. How do we get out of this? Arven gets a switch. Arven gets a switch, which we do have in the deck, and we probably want to burn switch. Oh, they just scoop. GG's. All right, well, we'll take that win. Absolutely ridiculous. Like that first big attack, taking 3 prizes, was absolutely backbreaking to that Dragapult deck. But that's kind of the strengths of leaning a little heavier into the Dusknoir line, getting to soften up that damage, or soften up the HP on the Dragapult in the active, swinging for 200 in the active to take the KO, and plus taking an extra prize on the Dusknoir for 3. And unfortunately, they were not able to get a Dragapult to follow up, and even with that Iono, we were still okay. So we'll go take that win. GG's. There we go. That is a look at Dragapult EX. Again, congratulations to, let me pull up the name, Ryuki Okada. Yes, Ryuki Okada for the first regionals win of Dragapult EX. And I mean, just congratulations on the win in general. And I think for some time we have been using Dragapult as just a backup, like an attack card in Regidrago, but Dragapult might be, like by itself, might be the way to play it. And maybe it's this version with the Dusknoir, maybe it's some combination of Dusknoir with Pidgeot, maybe you're still playing Xatu with your Dragapult line. Whatever the case might be, I think Dragapult is finally here as a meta-relevant deck, if not a top-tier deck. But what say you? Do you like Dragapult? Do you hate it? I don't think, like, if my tournament life was on the line, I understand how powerful this deck is, and it can get you out of some crazy jams. But I find that at the very least, I need more practice with this deck. It can be pretty tricky to sequence, and there are just times where setting up this deck, getting the Dragapult online with the energy can be difficult, even with all of the extra pieces like your Crispin and your Sparkling Crystal to help make it a little easier. I still find from time to time that it's really tough to set up. But when you get it rolling, it's an absolutely phenomenal deck. But for now, if you're watching this on Twitch, stick around. But for our friends on YouTube, we got to get out of here. Thank you so much for watching. You can find me on all the things: YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at @InThirdPerson. You can find me on Twitch at @InThirdPerson, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And check out the website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. So until the next one, I'll see you later. Bye.